So a typical day in the life for Jared Dotson, what do you usually do when you wake up as a remote salesman on pace to make over 10K this month?
Yeah, for sure. So we rip meetings at 9 a.m. my time. Okay, I get up for those. But like kind of just right before. My mornings are usually slow. I just spend a lot of time just getting things in order, getting outside. I get on the phones around noon. I usually work 4 hours. If I want to, I'll go six. Okay, but that's pretty much a typical day for how long I work. A lot of times I go to Lifetime. It's just a place where we can work by the pool. We got a bunch of patios in the apartment. I can literally work wherever, work about 4 hours a day, and just kind of focus on really investing all of my energy into the few calls that I actually take. Right. And that's super important because if I'm super productive outside of work, when I actually hop on, and by the way, I take maybe like 4 to 10 calls, okay, a day. Right. We don't have to take a lot. And I just can perform so much better, help out people, have a lot more efficiency because I'm not dialing 200 people, you know?
Right.
I'm not spending all day
Just
dialing.
jumping on putting on that point real quick. Our time is valuable. Like we don't
Mhm.
have time to be calling people 8 hours a day getting told F you. Our sanity is valuable, our time is valuable. So me and Jared, we're spending like 4 to 6 hours a day on the phones, closing 2 to 3 deals a day, really like
Mhm.
pretty easily. And the reason why it's easy, Jared, if you want to tell them because of the inbounds, right?
It's 100% the inbounds and having to take less calls, just having more energy and feeling like you have more respect for your own time. That's how it feels. It's a really good feeling to not
Right.
just be getting told to pound sand from whoever you're dialing.
Yeah.
So it is definitely the inbounds.
Yeah, in my opinion, I mean, there's really no leads like the inbound. I mean, just being able to pick up the phone to people who want life insurance consistently every single day and knowing you're gonna get that quality, it's just such a relieving feeling, man. Like I really enjoy what I do every single day.
I agree. I mean, you couldn't have said that last part better. It is
Yeah.
a great feeling. It's what everybody wants. So, yeah.
So, what made you drop everything and just join the life insurance team?
Yeah, for sure. So I was doing sales before, but I just kind of got capped out, to be honest. I just saw everybody else around me, like they were making the same amount. There really wasn't anywhere to grow. I mean, with life insurance, you own something. There is room to scale. It just made more sense to me. So that's kind of what made me do the whole switch. And this was just, I would say, a month and a half ago.
Like, what were you doing before this? Like, what type of sale?
Dude, I was selling phones like in a Best Buy. I was going to random people. I'd pitch everybody in the store. And you kind of do the same thing over and over, so you could only sell to so many people. It's whoever comes in. So I was limited to that. And this is completely different. Um, it's really just it's ran by ads, so we can scale it as much as we need to.
Right. I would say like I guess what's your favorite part about working here? I mean, like is it the leads, is it the culture, is it a mix of everything? I guess what's kind of the craziest part about being here?
Well, I mean, I think we're both on the same page. I think it is a culture and it's also the leads. I mean, I think the culture is huge. I think it doesn't matter who you are, just surround yourself around people who you get along with. Makes this a lot easier. I mean, it's remote. You got to get along with people. And then the leads, I mean, to me, even though a month and a half in the industry, done a lot of research on other IMOs, things like that. I really haven't seen anything like the leads that we're getting.
I
Um,
guess what makes the leads so unique? Because what type of leads are there? Obviously,
Right.
I know,
So,
but
so yeah, for context, before we were doing cold outbound, we were just dialing people. It was really hard to get people to stay on the book. Okay. A lot of chargebacks just because some people felt pressure to
that's
close.
because it was outbound, right?
100% cold outbound. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. The outbound, that's just the way it's framed. However, we just had to talk to so many people with these new leads. They want the coverage. They're buying from you. You got to think about it this way, like cold outbound, it's a bunch of people usually because everyone gets their leads from like the same lead vendor.
Mm-hmm.
The same lead vendor. Everybody is going after one person. They've got all these options. When it comes to the inbound, the people are buying off of you. So they really are just looking for help. They're looking for the coverage, and that is how warm these leads are, and the buying intent is that high. So
Yeah. Honestly, insane coming from outbound myself compared to inbound. Like these leads are laydowns, bro.
yeah.
Like they're super easy to close. But yeah, I mean, other than the leads, I guess what kind of have you kind of leveled up since coming over to our team? Like, what have you learned from the people you surrounded yourself with? How's your mindset kind of leveled up being around us?
I'll say immediately joining this team, it didn't really matter where we're at, just being fully transparent. Surrounding myself around guys who all wanted the same goal and also really hardworking, ambitious. It does drive you, everybody together. But I'll say coming over to the People's Insurance Company, the systems, it really kind of made me think about how to treat clients excuse me, differently, right? The systems with solidification, okay, following up with them. It made me realize that when it comes to an agency, there's a lot more to it outside of just the leads and just making money. There's so many systems that are important. So I would say my mindset shifted to thinking about it more of like a business and a career rather than just kind of like a job I was doing.
Right, because when you're actually under good like leadership, you don't get left in the dark. You actually learn about how systems work, how to use leverage, how to use people as resources, how to actually serve the client. So there's a lot of good things that you're learning, and obviously I'm learning every day as well. Just being under good leadership and being in a good position. It really is crazy what can happen when you're in the right environment, right? But
100%,
yeah.
100%.
So what's kind of the day to day look like? Because I know my day to day is always usually different. Maybe for an agent, it's a little more stable. What's yours kind
Yeah.
of look like?
Well, honestly, I think consistency is big, but I'll just run down what I did today. Honestly, I woke up, okay, I live in an apartment building. I went second floor patio, immediately opened up the computer. I got sunlight right away. First pickup, I closed. All right, right away, the
Damn.
lady wanted the coverage. I was able to help her out. She was very happy. Yeah, preferred, 100%. I mean, a lot of the people we talk to, just because, they're usually younger than the
Right.
cold outbound from what I've seen. But yeah, preferred deal, and they wanted the coverage. It feels like a laydown. And I just woke up. I left, went to the gym. We were working by the pool the rest of the day, scheduled a couple of appointments. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of my day to day. It's remote. You can
Yeah.
really,
I was gonna say remote sales at its peak right there, working
it
by the
really
pool,
is, man. And
closing deals.
I try and live it like that too, because why not, you know? You
Yeah,
might as well. And you totally can. So yeah, that's
for
kind of
sure.
the day.
And then what would you kind of say? I know like obviously you've been dialing a good amount the past week. Like just like a real estimate, like what do you think you've actually bagged in commissions in just the past week alone?
Yeah, no, I'll be fully transparent. I think as of right now, I think so Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we have 4 days here. Granted, we just hopped on the system. Okay.
Hmm.
I think I made about 1.4K. That's my commission, okay? And that's important in 4 days, and obviously there's so much room to grow, but beforehand I wasn't this successful and it's only getting easier. But I will say that is commission. That's what I'm taking home. That's the advance. Okay. It's not even what I'm going to get paid 9 months down the road. And it doesn't really matter. That's not the AP because, I mean, there's comp splits. There's just bad compensation at other companies. Here it is pretty
Yeah,
solid.
and
So,
there's also a lot of people just like flexing AP, like, oh, this is how much AP, but they're not
right.
showing you the chargebacks.
Exactly.
They're not
Exactly.
showing you that what outbound is doing to you, the consequences of chasing down people and convincing them to buy. So 1.4K, 4 days, and
Yeah.
obviously, as you said, more room to grow. And you've had a lot of like, deals that could have been sales,
Oh, I
bank
know.
objections.
We'll run this back next month. It's going to be completely different. I mean, the
Yeah,
systems that we have just for so everyone knows, it's constantly getting better. From Friday to Wednesday, the systems are already like drastically different. So,
yeah.
I mean, we've been doing what we can with it, and I've had dropped calls, believe me, that we had initially that were kind of on my end. So I had to learn how to kind of, just use the systems and stuff initially. So I think next month,
Yeah, and
that's
actually, well, before I go into it, what's kind of your goal for income in next month? Like just take home commission.
I think 10K is realistic. I
Yeah,
think it's very realistic, and it's just a nice goal. Everybody wants it. I think I could get 10K paid in September. I mean,
yeah,
I got the half of August left, so it's really hard to say, but 10K for sure. I think that's
right.
reasonable and doable.
And you
So
want to start building your downline too. Like I guess, how many guys can you see like having under yourself by like mid to late September?
mid to late September, man. I mean, I think I could have quite a few.
Hmm.
I think like honestly, like 5 guys, I think is totally doable. And just so everyone knows, having 5 guys, if you are in a position where you can train them and get them into good agents, it's going to be very well for you. And that's only 5 agents. It's just about putting a bunch of energy, like Buff did to me, just reciprocating it to your own downlines. You're going to get the same results. So yeah,
Yeah, give me five solid dudes over like 50 mid agents all day, every single day.
100%,
A
exactly,
hundred
yeah.
percent.
And that's why like you don't take everybody. I mean, our team is very selective. It
Right.
really is.
But I wanted to go into that thing you said before. You were talking about dropped calls. So
Yeah.
just so everyone knows, we had this issue about a week ago where if you said certain trigger words around bank, like if you said the word bank or social or one of those like trigger words, the software would automatically drop the call. Now since then it's been fixed, And we've also had an update with the inbounds. I don't know, Jared, maybe you saw it, but Dustin sent a
Yeah.
message today. Basically, Dustin's our private lead vendor, by the way, guys. But basically, there's going to be a new AI that's going to transfer the calls live to us. So they're already going to be on the call. The AI is going to be on the call with the client for 4 to 5 minutes, pre-vetting them. That way, when they hand the call over to us, it's the biggest laydown ever. Isn't that sick, Jared?
It is, it is. And initially I was thinking about like, can AI really do that? But I think we tested it today and it was totally fine. And I think the way that they frame it with the transfers, it works perfect,
Yeah, it's also a super like realistic human voice too, which is really really
It is
cool, you know?
freaky, man.
Sick. It's
I think
freaky, yeah.
it is freaky, but I mean that is kind of where AI is at now, and
Right.
it's gonna make our job a lot easier. It genuinely
Yeah.
will.
Another thing, like a lot of these other IMOs, they think they have inbound calls figured out, but they're just using some online lead vendor called allcalls.io.
Yeah.
It's not that good. It's like it's nothing special, you know?
Well,
It's
yeah,
nothing like what we got over here
exactly.
at TPI.
And that's the thing, and it'd be different if allcalls.io was good, but it just
Facts.
isn't. It's diluted, and here's the thing too. They work with everybody, okay? With our vendor being exclusive, okay, he's extremely dedicated to producing results, right? He's got a one-on-one partnership with an agency. We know firsthand whether or not it's performing. It's a partnership. He's expected to deliver with allcalls.io. I mean, IMOs are just all leeching from it. They've got really no incentive, I would say, to I mean, compete the way that Dustin's marketing team is. I don't think.
Right. And like you said, like you kind of said it best, like if you find gold, don't tell everyone where you dug it or where you buried it,
Right,
right?
right.
So like that's the same thing with us. We have one lead vendor, one agency, he's only providing to us. With all calls, you got 15 different people going on the inbounds, not to mention all the other different lead
The
vendors,
support
not going to
cannot
name them.
even be like similar to us. So we have direct support at all times.
Yeah,
And
exactly. And
that's
also, like, think about all the outbound leads. People at, I don't want to name agencies, but FFL, AIL, Globe Life, dialing these recycled leads. I mean, yeah, sure, you can make money doing it. I'm not going to hate it. People have done it. But how many different people are doing outbound? Like, it's the same thing. You know
well,
what
we're
I
not
mean?
even gonna hate
You
on
got
it
to
'cause we
innovate.
did it. We did it, and we did make money from it. But
Yeah,
it's not optimal. It's really it comes down to whether or not you want to make more money. And if anybody has any questions or they're skeptical, I'm telling you, this is the most transparent agency
right.
that I've really seen, and I think anybody on the team would have no issue helping you feel more reassured if you are thinking about switching to something like this.
Right. And, like I was going to say, it's also, actually, it's very important to know that everything we do is based on integrity, right? So if you do something that isn't good, you're gonna get found out immediately at our agency. I can't say the same for other agencies, but what we do here, everything completely by the books. Clients are getting followed up with, and yeah, it's really just a great culture to be a part of. Wouldn't
It
you say
is
the same, Jared?
100%.
Yeah. Well, cool. I mean, that's pretty much gonna wrap up the interview. If there's any other questions anyone has, they can drop it down below. I don't want to go too into depth just because I want to save some of our sauce, you know what I mean? I don't want to be spilling all the beans, right? Otherwise, everyone's gonna get the information for free. But other than that, guys, if you guys have any questions, comments, let us know, and we'd be more than happy to talk to you about it. Anything else, Jared, you want to add?
No, I think you said it well.
Cool. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.